Good morning, guys, and welcome to another video. Este video va a ser of my annual recurrent training to be able to fly another year. I actually dressed pretty casual today. I'm in denim top, denim pants. So right now I was practicing some of my drills and I'm looking over the material we're going to be tested on. I think today we are doing the evacuation drills for a water landing, and then we're doing the pre-flight of the Boeing door and the pre-flight for the Boeing window. So the thing that's nice about our company knows dicen what the drills are going to be on, what door and what landing, because it is different commands and different procedures that you do depending on the type of landing. We also do a multiple question test. Are also doing emergency equipment. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow. So there's pre-flight for the emergency equipment and then operation. I don't know if that's today or tomorrow. This is a 2-day training. The first day is usually when you have the exam and the drills. Usually the second day they kind of just go over security and really no exam. So no sé cómo le van a hacer este año. So I'm kind of also looking over the emergency equipment just in case we are tested on it today. Me pongo nerviosa because you never know how strict they're going to be when you do your initial training when you're first hired as a flight attendant. They are very, very strict. Everything has to be said verbatim. So si dices una palabra mal, you fail. Te dan, well, for my airline, they would give you 3 tries. And if you failed all 3 tries, then you were kind of just let go. So it is pretty intense because, I mean, it's a lot on the line. It's your job. For annual recurrent training, I don't know if they're going to be as strict. If they're going to want everything verbatim, that includes the pre-flight of the emergency equipment, saying every little word like secure in bracket, tamper seal intact. Service indicator shows a continuous yellow line. You have to say everything that's in our manual, or si puedes decir like it's bracketed, secured, there's a yellow line. You know, like you never know how in depth they're going to want it. So for that reason, I always take notes. Ahorita voy a seguir estudiando. So I'm going to study a little bit more and I'll see you guys later. Stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back. You open that window. You take rope, hook to yellow ring. You two keep people on wing. Exit here, inflate vest, step through, exit here, inflate vest, step through, exit here, inflate vest, step. All right, you guys, creo que me siento ya muy bien with my studying. So I'm actually gonna head over. It's 7:30 and we have to be in class at 8. I'm nervous. I know this stuff, but it's just son los nervios that always get to me. But I think it's also kind of a mind thing, como que you have to be confident. It's stuff that we know. I think I just get so scared because, you know, your life, your job is on the line, and you know, you want to make sure you know everything. You want to make sure you're knowledgeable. You want to make sure you pass. Pero sé que sí lo sé. I also don't want to like overstudy porque luego también siento que a veces that's not really the best because then you start to panic and then you second guess your answers. So ahorita me siento bien. I know it. So I'm heading over y a ver cómo nos va. Don't you walk Okay, so I passed my test, pero todavía tenemos que hacer the emergency equipment and the drills, which I think we're gonna do after lunch. But so far, so good. So ayer sí pasé all of my drills. I actually didn't do an update because I ended up going out. We went and got drinks. Yeah. So yeah, we just kind of celebrated together. But it wasn't that bad. The only thing that I actually messed up on, putting the infant life vest on a mock-up or a fake baby. I put the life vest on incorrectly. The buckle had to be facing a certain way, so I failed that. So when you actually don't pass the first time, they give you another try. So it's 2 attempts. If you fail both attempts, then you are flown to Seattle, which is our headquarters, and that is where you will do it again in front of all the supervisors. That's a little extreme, so nunca quieres llegar a eso. Yesterday we did the door drills. Mi compañera was telling me that her sister works for JetBlue, and so all the airlines do different drills. No les avisan if it's going to be a water or a land landing. I don't know how they do it, but yeah, if you're a flight attendant, how does your airline do your recurrent training? But yeah, you guys, that's it. I'm actually around the corner from the training building, so ahorita voy a llegar and a ver qué les puedo enseñar. I just made it home. Today we got released early, which was nice. Today we did the raft, did the canopy over the raft. So in case there's a water landing, we have to know how to operate, to command people to help us build it and bring certain items. We went over some airplane crashes that have happened and kind of just analyzed what the crew did and what doors in that emergency were operable and which ones weren't. Pretty interesting because it kind of puts into your mind what actually happens and would handle the situation. We did a mock-up scenario where the pilots called and said there was a engine on fire and that we were going to do an emergency water landing. We had 20 minutes to prepare the cabin. Puts into perspective that our job is really safety related. You know, living day by day, siempre nada más hacemos el servicio, and it's a pretty easy job on a normal regular day. But si hay un accidente or something goes wrong, there's an ill passenger, someone's having a heart attack, we are the first responders. We are the ones who are going to initiate evacuation. We are the ones that are potentially going to rescue and save these people on the plane. We have recurrent training every year, so every year we have to get re-qualified, and it's nice to touch upon subjects and go through all the emergency equipment, the drills, protocol, just so we are aware and refreshed on those procedures. So that was our recurrent training this year. I always get nervous with recurrent every year. I know every year I pass. I know every year it's coming. I know every year it's really information that you should already know as a flight attendant. I get really emotional when I watch the videos and when I practice my drills, because I put myself in that mindset of if anything were to go wrong. Luckily, aviation, airplane travel is very, very safe. But there are incidents where things have not gone correctly, where there was error, or was something wrong with the plane. Like, it kind of gives me anxiety, and it makes me emotional, because I put myself, when I see all these airplane movies, or you hear about something happening in the news, I feel like that could have been me, and what would I have done to have rescued those people. There's so many accidents that have happened in the past. We are taught that all of the passengers have to be evacuated before we leave. So the lives of all of those people come before us. I start getting emotional, because I start feeling toda esta gente, they all have lives, they all have loved ones waiting for them, they all have children, esposos, esposas. Just really trying to take that into consideration, that this job is more than just serving a Coke or a cafecito, although that's nice too. But yeah, first and foremost is the safety of all of the passengers and crew members aboard the plane. That being said, it's funny because I actually really enjoy watching airplane movies. I find them super interesting and relatable since I'm in the industry. I think one of my favorite ones was the one with Jodie Foster. I think it's called Flight Plan. If you're a flight attendant or like airplane movies, definitely recommend that movie. That movie was a trip. I don't think it has the greatest ratings, but I really enjoyed it because it was almost realistic. Stuff that they talked about on the plane, I was like, oh my god. Y luego ya después de esa película, anytime I travel, well, I don't want to ruin the movie. If you've watched it, tell me in the comments what you thought about it. But yeah, that's a really good movie. I pretty much watched a lot of airplane movies during quarantine. And I don't know if you guys read my blog. I do have a blog where I write. So I have written about layovers, I have written about bad passengers. It's just like little snippets of the life of a flight attendant. So it's always linked down in the description if you guys are interested in reading it. But yeah, if you guys have any other movie recommendations, please leave it down below, because I'm always in for a good movie. Another one that was interesting, I have them listed on my blog, I just don't remember the names. But there was another one that was really interesting, which is based off true events. And it was a flight going to Hawaii where the top of the plane just blew off. So that was rapid decompression. And that movie was insane. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching and following me along. And I'll see you guys in the next one.